Well, the boat will be coming up, I think, tomorrow. It's going to be coming back home. A couple of friends are going to go and pick it up and bring it back up here. It'll just save my back, because my back is, it's going to heal, obviously, but it takes a very long time, so I don't want to push my luck. And this video that's coming up was it was quite a few weeks back, but I obviously don't put this footage up. It was there was actually a feeding frenzy. Now, I was out there fishing and it was quite quiet. I had a fish or two, and then all of a sudden the birds just went absolutely nuts, and there was thousands and thousands of, I've never seen them that small before, but little tiny mackerel, little tiny ones like this, and they were under the boat and you could see thousands of them going on. And of course right behind them were bass, and the bass were driving up the shoals to the surface, and of course they were jumping out of the water. The seagulls were crashing in everywhere. It was quite a sight. And of course there was bass there. Now, there wasn't anything really big. It was like school bass of sort of between £1.5 up to £3, but you know, there was a few that were okay, nice sizes sort of thing, not giants. And it, like I say, for that day we just got really lucky, because they were literally just following that shoal of mackerel. Where they went afterwards I have no idea, but they literally passed through, and for a few hours it was just absolutely crazy. It died off, and I think, you know, probably the next day, well, the next day I went out and there wasn't much happening at all. I think I had 2 or 3 little bass, but it was pretty much over. But just for that one day, right place, right time. So that's what we're going to take a look at. Finally, we got a nice morning. Now we're going to head out and check the deep water pot, and then we're going to go fishing. As you can see, the weed is growing rather well at the moment. Well, this is spider crab. There's something I didn't expect we'd have, but we got one. Let me put a glove on, because this thing's a bit spiky. Got a starfish, yay! Awesome! They're going for the bait as well. They're going for everything, they're going for the shellfish. Yeah, it's quite a biggish one. Very grey looking one, that one. Weedy spiders. Don't know if you can see that, but that's changed its shell. You see they get this dark orange look about them, and they get like a yellowish colour. That dark orange, red, almost red colour gives them away as they've changed their shell. They'll be full of water, no good for eating whatsoever. The meat will be all sort of wet and mushy, and it won't be like crab meat. It's horrible. That's when the crabs are out of season. Okay. Let's get rid of some weed. Get these baited, because all the bait's gone for some reason. Must be those spiders. They strip the bait. That's the only thing with spider crabs. Right, let's go and check these pots. This is the deep water set. Let's say deep water. It's about half tide at the moment, so the 70, 80 feet, 70, 80, 90 feet, sort of high tide probably. Hey. So we got one in there. And nothing in that pot. Wow. Haven't seen a single crayfish this year yet, or crawfish. Makes me think that the net has swooped up all those small ones that were around last year. Maybe a trawl, who knows. But we saw 20 little ones last year. Though some of them were size, well half of them, but we put them all back, so it's just not worth taking when they're that small. And this year, I've seen 0 so far. Normally get 1 or 2. Oh well. Have to be content with big lobsters. Nice one, that nice male one. Not bad, not bad. While I'm doing other things, every time. Every time. Around a bit, flying to the sun. Might turn the boat around a bit. That's a decent one. Lovely fish. Get hold of this fish to remove that. Lovely bass. It's going to be about a 45, I would say. Have a look. Oh, that's swinging in my face. That one is, oh, it's more than that. It's about a 48, that one. No giant, but we're not seeing giants. So quite often you want to get right in close with your lures to the rocks. Don't put them on the rocks, obviously, but getting in that white water, pull the lure out. What this does is the fish, if there's any fish there, they think the fish has got washed through, and that's when they'll attack it as it comes out the other side. They'll see a fish struggling and they'll hit it. We need to move. didn't we? There we go. Get on that one. Just because I was powering around the corner of that rock, hooked something. Oh, it just came off. It wasn't very big, it came up on the surface. Going nuts at the moment. Get a bass right in there. Rock under the boat, don't worry about it. Enough water. Bang, there you go, like that. Plenty of tiddler. The third. Heavy fish. Not a bad one. This is a feeding frenzy, my friends. So it looks like, this is what it sounds like. You're going to watch them catch the birds. That is insane. What it is, there's lots of baby mackerel around at the moment. The cherry mackerel. That I like. No, there they are. Tiny little mackerel, they're like that big. The waves get bloody big. You don't move. Not bad though. want to move it. We'll pop this one out. Attack going on, you can see it and hear it. So there you go, that was the feeding frenzy when a whole shoal of bass came through chasing the mackerel. Like I said, they literally swept through and then they were gone the next day. But absolutely amazing. The sort of thing a lot of fishermen dream about being in is in, you know, a big shoal of bass that's going absolutely nuts on the attack, attacking all the mackerel and that. I mean, like I say, you can pretty much throw most lures in at that point and they probably will hit it because they're just in a frenzy. Anyway, got some new lures arrived today. This is from the Real Wobbler again. We're going to be trying these ones out. I don't know much about them, but that I reckon will do well. Nice little one there. And then we got this one. This is a really interesting one. This is like a top water one. It breaks up the surface, and hopefully the fish will hit it. It's a very unusual one, but we'll try it out. We'll see how it get on with it. Now, hopefully, I'm going to try it maybe in a couple of days' time. I think there's going to be a weather window. When I go and get those 2 pots in the dinghy, and while I'm out there, we'll give it a go with this. But obviously it's not the best test because being in the bay and that, I mean, if the bass aren't there, then it's not a good test. This is always better when, like, not necessarily in the feeding frenzy, but when you get a lot of fish around, you know there's bass around, that's a good time to test lures because it really does show which ones they go for more so. Just throwing it into a body of water like off the dinghy or the shore and there's nothing there, well, it doesn't matter how good your lure is going to be, you need the fish to be there. So anyway, that will come in a future video, I hope. Hopefully we'll get it out this year. Now after this video today, I'm probably going to start going back to the beginning of the year with all the videos that I didn't use, or not use, but the ones I'm going to make up. All the footage that I've got from back then, and we'll start rerunning right from the beginning when the boat went out, the first spider crabs and that coming in, all that kind of thing. And we'll follow it through, and there's all sorts of different fishing trips and that, I think, mixed up with all that. I've just got, like I said, I've got to go through it all and have a look. There's some quite interesting ones actually that I never got sort of done. You know, I thought, well, I'll put this one out this week, and then I put another one out, and by the time I actually did anything, it was too late, and I was on to something else. So we'll go from there. But anyway, we'll do that. We'll, like I say, put one a week at the moment, I think, and then the others will be, like I say, shore fishing, foraging, and boat maintenance, and maybe a few other different things. We'll see. Maybe a cooking one. Who knows? Maybe we'll go and have a barbecue on the beach or something. Anyway, until then.